We are warmly welcoming you to the second edition of European Film Forum Tallinn. Some people are still having breakfast. It's a typical industry at Tallinn situation, but I hope we will have an absolutely fabulous day with a lot of information, discussions, debates, and networking on top of there as well. I'm very grateful to the team of Lucia Recalde and the DG unit of allowing us to program and doing this event. And I think Tallinn could be an important place to discuss things which are happening in the film industry. When I was doing the programming for this year, I was thinking that if last year the hot topic was whether to single market or whether not to single market, but I think what we're seeing this year increasingly that the situation in the media landscape has changed a lot. As Linnarvik, my good friend and mentor, said 2 days ago, technology is taking over, and technology is not good, it's not bad, but it's not neutral either. So something there is in the air in terms of how we produce content, how we market content, how we sell content, and how we reach audiences. And it's a little bit of a scary situation. And I also felt what the significance of Amazon logo being shown 5 times this year in Cannes, in the Lumiere Theatre, which is the holy temple of cinema. It also made some kind of significant statement. We don't know exactly what that will lead to, but times are changing. And I think about these aspects of what has happened, diversity versus mass, as well as big data and new perspectives, we're going to talk about today with some great participants. A little change from the last year's Film Forum Tallinn is that I also wanted to bring in people from different walks of life. And with many moderators, we have been discussing that somehow in Europe, we try to reinvent ourselves from the inside. So film industry wants to talk about how we can improve ourselves, but maybe we can unlearn and learn from some other people as well, whether they are innovators, whether they are marketers, whether they are diversity specialists. And between the sessions today, we will have a couple of power speeches, where we're going to talk about product innovation, where we're going to hear about new business models and how to sell your content, as well as the really exciting thing of programmatic advertising, which is going to revolutionize the world. So I hope you will have a great day. And let's get it going. And I have a great pleasure to invite Mr. Paavo Nõgene from Estonian Ministry of Culture.
Ladies and gentlemen, policymakers, film enthusiasts, festival organizers, and dear guests. It's an honor and great pleasure to welcome the European Film Forum in Tallinn. The European film industry is certainly filled with great anticipation as we are standing on the doorstep of change. We can see cutting-edge technological developments, we can anticipate the imminent innovation, and yes, we can also hear roars of the market. Naturally, any change brings about uncertainty, but also a lot of possibilities. We watch a keen eye towards the horizon to see where the brand new road will take us. However, we are just at the beginning of our journey, setting the roadmap. Robert Frost, in his iconic poem entitled The Road Not Taken, which incidentally was written exactly 100 years ago today, has said it very well. It makes all the difference to take the road less traveled. I hope that the discussions and ideas exchanged here at the forum will indeed open up the new perspectives on overcoming the challenges and making the most of the opportunities that face the European film industry today. Acting jointly in Europe while fostering cultural diversity, nurturing talents, supporting innovation, and striving towards constantly improving our economic models is our key to traveling on the roads not taken. I would like to thank BEF, who offers us the comfort of enjoying cream of the crop choice of films on those dark November nights for the 20th time already. I thank the amazing Tiina Lokk, under whose leadership the film festival was born and has become the festival it is today. Estonia is proud of BEF. And last but not least, I would like to thank the European Commission for cooperation in organizing the European Film Forum in Tallinn. We hope this successful cooperation will continue. I wish you all fruitful discussions during the forum, and if you can manage it, I hope that you will take some time to also experience firsthand the wonderful sites that Tallinn offers, as well as our e-services. Thank you and have a wonderful forum.
Thank you, Mr. Nõgene. And another great pleasure to invite Lucia Recalde, who has granted this great opportunity to gather together today. So, Lucia.
Thank you. Well, dear Director General, dear friends, dear all, it's a great pleasure for me to be here for the second time in Tallinn. And I would like to thank Tina, Sten, and all your team for really the excellent cooperation we have had with you. So why European Film Forum? I think, Sten, you have said it very eloquently, the reasons why we decided to set up this European Film Forum in February 2015 already is because change is here to stay, and in the context of change, we wanted to gather with audiovisual professionals and with public authorities to discuss the challenges brought about by the digital revolution, but also the opportunities ahead for the audiovisual sector at large. And since then, since Berlin 2015, we have gathered, can't remember the places, from Tallinn to Venice to Cannes to Amsterdam, because we felt it was important to be present across the Union and gather feedback from as many stakeholders as possible. The dialogue for the European Commission has been extremely useful, extremely informative, but more importantly, it has led to concrete results. And the most tangible outcome of the results are what we call in our jargon, the flanking measures that were set out in the Commission's communication on copyright to help industry make the most of the opportunities offered by the digital single market. And that's the spirit with which we would like to continue the dialogue in the future. But now we thought it was perhaps about time to start to discuss and to present to you the main lessons learned from this dialogue, from the dialogue we have had until now. And we think there are 5 main takeaways that we have gathered from what we have heard until now that I would like to share with you now. So the first takeaway and first most important feedback we have got is that we have to invest in people, in our audiovisual professionals. Because we not only need to really make sure that existing professionals benefit from the opportunities of this new digital single market, but we need to nurture the next generation of professionals. And this new generation needs to be equipped with creative skills, technological skills, and entrepreneurial skills all together. In order to really, they need to be savvy, use data analytics, and make the most of social media, of technology for create content, for distribute content, and exhibit that content. So that was a message we got, and we will take forward this discussion and really look at how to make the audiovisual industry more entrepreneurial. The second message that we got is that we can do perhaps more when it comes to innovation in content and in formats. Europe is great at storytelling. We have wonderful creators, and a good story travels. So we really need to, and there is a lot of innovation when it comes to content, but also a lot of innovation when it comes to formats of those content. And I think Tallinn is a wonderful place precisely, and I'm sure we will learn a lot today about how to make the most of these connections between technology and storytelling. So our third message, and we discussed a lot about it, is about access to content. Access to content across borders in Europe, but beyond Europe as well. And for not surprising reasons, as last year, as you, Sten, mentioned, we were discussing the shape of the copyright proposals. There was a lot of discussion around this access to content. So what we have heard is that the industry has an appetite to really foster access of European content. At the same time, we have heard that territoriality is a very important principle for the financing of European content. And in this context also, what we have heard is that it's very, very difficult. The big challenge is to make sure that an increasing number of works and content, an ever-increasing, an increasingly growing number of content reaches the audiences. We know that theatrical release is extremely important for the monetization and value of a movie, and also to build the brand. But what we have also heard from the theatrical exhibitors that actually they are not able to screen all movies that are produced in optimal conditions. So what we need to look, we think, is whether we can come with new distribution strategies, making the most of data, and knowing that there is no one-size-fits-all for every single piece of content that is produced. And we really must devise very personalized and tailor-made strategies for each European work. And in this context, also we have heard that subtitling and dubbing is very important for films to travel. So we have taken some measures to make it subtitling more accessible. And even some stakeholders have told us that they would like to have more flexibility and have subtitling versions different from the country where the film is going to be screened. And we think that this could be a wonderful way to foster cultural diversity in Europe. So the fourth main message that we have heard is about promotion. Promotion, promotion, and promotion. If there was consensus on something out of this discussion, is that we have to do more on promotion. And promotion, we think, offers wonderful opportunities for collaborations along the value chain. Because promotion does not start when the film is released. Promotion starts at pre-production level. And also that there is perhaps untapped opportunities for collaboration in more synchronized promotion strategies between the different players of the value chain. We discussed a lot findability of European works, but also prominence of European works, because it's not only we need to know where to find a European movie, but it has to be properly visible and attractive in catalogs. And I'm very glad that today we'll also be discussing new opportunities on digital advertising and digital marketing, because this is a topic which is very spot on. And the final main lesson learned is about new financing models. Because what we have heard is the revenues generating for licensing agreements in many, many cases are decreasing. So we need to look for new revenue streams. It's as simple as that. And in this context, what we would like to do is taking advantage of the cultural and creative sectors guarantee facility that the Commission, together with the European Investment Fund, has successfully launched very recently, is to look for other opportunities of funding and see to what extent we can better combine public funding and private funding. So this is, in a nutshell, where we are for the moment. I'm sure that the discussion today are going to be very informative and useful. I would like in particular to thank Tallinn and the Black Night Festival for instilling a tech flavor in our discussions, because I think this was very much needed. This is not the end of the dialogue. We are determined to continue it. We are here to listen to you. I'm here with some of my colleagues, and we'll also be available during coffee breaks and during, lunchtime to discuss with you, because we have some important challenges ahead of us. Next one is the midterm review of the Creative Europe program and the preparation of the successor of Creative Europe program in 2 years' time. So thanks for your feedback. We are taking good note, and I wish you, well, a very good meeting. Thank you.